Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a really profound system of astrological healing. It suggests that the answers to our biggest problems might just be hidden in plain sight, not just up in the stars, but in the steps of an ancient ritual.
So let's just start with a question. What if a traditional worship ceremony was more than just a ritual? What if it was actually a detailed cosmic map, one designed to help you navigate your life's biggest challenges?
Our journey really begins by cracking the secret code that's hidden inside a standard 27-step Hindu worship ceremony, which is known as a puja.
Okay, so the number 27 is absolutely crucial here. There are 27 distinct steps in the ritual, and, well, what do you know? This number directly corresponds to the 27 lunar mansions, or Nakshatras, in Vedic astrology. It's a perfect one-to-one system. No coincidence.
And this just brilliantly illustrates the whole idea, right? Each step isn't random at all. It's a very precise remedy designed to balance the unique energy of its corresponding nakshatra. I mean, from meditating on the deity all the way to asking for forgiveness at the end, every single action has a cosmic purpose.
So how does this actually work in practice? Let's take a look at how these ritual steps become a practical guide to finding cosmic remedies.
As you can see, the links are incredibly specific. Offering royal clothes in step 10, well, that addresses the royal energy of the 10th star. Offering food in step 18, Naivedyam, that addresses the 18th star, which is all about nourishment. And asking for forgiveness in step 27 is the perfect remedy for the final nakshatra, symbolizing a complete release of past mistakes. It just fits perfectly.
You know, the process for finding a basic remedy is surprisingly methodical. First, you start with your own birth star. Then, you find the star where a troublesome planet is hanging out in your chart. You simply count the distance between them, and that number points you directly to the specific ritual step you need to perform.
But to find a truly powerful, life-altering remedy, we have to go deeper than just the what. We need to understand the why. And for that, Vedic astrology uses a special divisional chart.
So the difference here is crucial. Think of it like this. Your main birth chart, the Rashi chart, shows you what is happening. Your job, your relationships, your money. But the Navamsha chart, oh, that's the big one. That reveals the deep karmic reasons why it's all happening. It's really the soul of the horoscope.
And check out this quote from the source material, because it just powerfully illustrates how deep this goes. An issue with the 10th house of career in this chart isn't just about losing your job. No way. It means you're disconnected from your roots, your family lineage, your fundamental identity. It's about forgetting where you even come from.
This chart is essentially your karmic blueprint. It tells an astrologer about your inner strength, the kind of karmic inheritance you're getting from your parents, and the ultimate path of your soul's journey. It gets to the very root of why certain problems just keep showing up in your life over and over again.
Okay, so let's see how all this comes together. Finding the right remedy isn't some simple formula. It's a profound art of diagnosis that means looking at the whole person.
A huge factor in this diagnosis is something called punya. You can pretty much think of it as your cosmic bank account of good karma or spiritual merit. The more punya you've managed to build up, the more powerful a remedy you can handle, and of course, the more effective it's going to be.
So let's look at a case study from the source material. We have a very practical man, a politician, who's deep in worldly affairs. His lifestyle is pretty chaotic, and it just doesn't allow for complex daily rituals. He needs a result, and he needs it to work with his life.
For him, the answer is a gemstone, maybe a yellow sapphire to strengthen a weak Jupiter, which is the planet of law and fortune. It's a tangible external tool that gives him constant energetic support. It's potent for sure, but it works passively, without him having to change his daily routine. It matches his practical, results-oriented life.
Now let's consider someone completely different. This is a young man who, through selfless service to his ailing grandparents and his mother, has built up an immense amount of punya, or good karma. He's spiritually ready for something more.
For him, the prescription is a mantra. This is an internal, highly potent remedy that requires spiritual discipline and readiness. He has earned the capacity, the spiritual muscle you could say, to handle its transformative power. Giving him a simple gemstone would be a massive understatement of his potential.
And these cases just brilliantly show us that the most important skill here isn't just knowing the remedies, but understanding why a particular remedy will or maybe more importantly, will not work for someone.
You know, a true astrologer has to act like a doctor, considering everything. You can't just prescribe a complex mantra to a fighter whose daily life is all about conflict. You can't prescribe a super expensive gem to someone who is struggling financially. And you definitely can't give a remedy that requires humility to someone with a powerful ego that's just going to resist it.
So the crucial point is this: mismatching the remedy to the person is pretty much a guarantee for failure. The cure has to resonate with the person's entire being, their spiritual state, their daily reality, and their psychological makeup. The energy just has to align.
And that leaves us with a final, kind of provocative thought. This ancient science isn't just a list of solutions, it's really a mirror, reflecting our own readiness to heal and to grow. So the real question isn't what the cure is, but whether we've earned the capacity to receive it. Thank you for joining us on The Explainer.